Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Let's go Bears. 10-10. Man, thought the game would have been over by now, y'all, but we still here, man. So we got to be on time, man. Sorry for the delay. We got Mary Catherine Roberson tonight. Shout out to my special co-host, Shalonda Foreman. How you doing tonight?
Good, good, good. Blessed on this Sunday.
Was you watching the game?
No, man. I wasn't. I'm over here tripping off Tubi.
Oh, man, you like Tubi? I mean, ain't no wrong with it, you know. I
For
always
right
felt
now.
you. I always felt you had a little hood in you, you know. So it doesn't surprise me, you know. You was watching a new 2026 Tubi movie, or you was just like,
Yeah. Yes,
oh,
they are really acting up over here.
yeah,
But
it ain't nothing like a Tubi movie.
the Super Bowl gonna be on Netflix.
Yeah. Man, I'm trying to be at the Super Bowl, to be honest, though. But let me shut on
Man,
up.
I
But
wish I could.
shout out to them Patriots though for showing, acting a fool today. Nephew didn't play, but he was on the sideline with his boy.
Oh, okay. So you got somebody to play for the Patriots?
Yeah, my nephew played for him.
Okay,
He,
check you out.
he just got picked up through the season, so he had a lick. God is good.
Amen all the time.
Right. All right, so we got Mary Catherine Roberson in the audience. We'll go ahead and get her so we can get back to this game. But Mary Catherine Roberson is a person so I grew up with. You know what I'm saying, in Danville. Her mama was a teacher. Everybody knows her. The Robersons, they have a big family down this way, so
Hmm.
it's going to be a delight to hear what she has to say on the reasons why she got into politics and things that may have transpired in life that made her feel like I need to help. I need to help the community. So we're gonna go ahead and talk to her, see what's going
Right.
on. But in Missouri, right? That's where you at.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Where you from, right? How is your political system down there?
Well, you don't. It's just so small. You already know. You basically know the chief. You knew the mayor. You knew who all your representative was. I mean, it's probably like maybe 5, 6, maybe 9,000, if that, people in where I'm from. So you really didn't have too many government officials running around there. Our mayor, she was,
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
what's the closest? You had a lady mayor down there.
yeah, she was a lady.
Can you hear me, Shalonda?
Yeah, she was a lady.
You said y'all had a. You said you had a lady mayor down there.
Yeah, she was a lady per se, but she was a lady.
Oh, okay.
It seemed like all of them be like in the LGBTQ community.
Oh, okay.
She was a nice lady though.
Oh, okay. I feel you.
She had
I
a
want to go ahead
whole,
and invite you. Ever meet her?
yeah, she had a whole, yeah, she used to teach at our school. My dad used to be a police officer, so yeah, I did meet her a few times. We had a whole recreation center built in her name.
All right. We're gonna welcome Mary Cat. Man, something wrong with your? I'm gonna uh, I'm gonna click you in and click you back off. Man, something wrong with your microphone. You like beeping in and out.
Who, me?
You hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me, Shalonda?
I can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me? All right, it's like your Oh, okay. Yes, you heard me, y'all. How y'all doing? Go ahead. See, Shalonda, come back. Where's Shalonda? Go ahead, try to get Shalonda back in the field. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Hey, Mary Catherine Roberson, how you doing tonight? Oh man, she's stuck again.
Is she?
Can you hear Shalonda? Can you see her?
I can't see her.
Man, I think I'm here by my. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I see her, but I can't hear her.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can see you. Can you hear me though?
Yep. Yep. Man, come
Yeah.
on.
Can you see me?
Yep.
Man.
Can y'all see and hear
Huh?
me?
I can hear you. I can see you.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like, man, something wrong. I can't.
You can't hear her. You can't hear
Can
her.
I can.
Yeah, I can't see her though. Can you see her?
Yeah, I can see her. It always want to act up like this, man.
Oh man.
But Miss Roberson, she gone.
I don't know what they got going on with their Wi-Fi, man. Here, I see y'all there. You feel me? I'm trying to watch this, trying to watch the game. Yeah, we're gonna try one more time, y'all. Okay.
Okay, can everybody hear everybody?
Hello, hello. I can hear and see
Hey,
you,
how y'all
Shalonda.
doing? Can you hear me?
Yes.
I can hear you.
Okay. How you doing today, Mary Catherine?
I'm good. How you guys doing?
Good, good, good.
Good, good.
We're doing all right. Doing all right. Appreciate you joining the show. Just want to talk to you a little bit about what led you to politics.
Sure, sure. Well, I appreciate you
To
inviting me.
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, yeah,
I
no
can
problem. It's like
I can hear
all right,
Mary
it's like it's
Catherine.
lagging.
That's because he got the game on trying to
Yeah, I
act
can hear
up.
you.
Oh, yeah, that's what I figure. It's going to be
Okay.
a lot of people trying to watch the end of the game.
But Miss Roberson,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Doc, can you hear us?
Yeah, they trying to I don't know what they doing.
Miss Roberson, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know a lot of people might, I don't know who, I
Yeah,
can't
I can
see.
hear you.
I don't know. We don't know. I can't see who all's tuning in, but just tell us a little bit about where you from and how long you been here.
Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. So, like you guys already said, my name's Mary Catherine. I am a Danville native, born and raised, proud Viking. Went to East Park before it was Mark Denman. So born and raised right here. Grew up on Cohen Street. Some of y'all might know some of the Robersons. That's my family locally. But I mean, I don't know how deep into the. You want me to just kind of start into the journey a little bit, or how much you want to know?
I mean, because we all come from somewhere. Something led us here, and
Absolutely.
and we just want to know what stumps and stumbles you had to go cross for you to get where you are now.
Yeah. So, well, when you talk about like what leads us to our, what led me here, I always tell the story. I was probably 5, 6, 7 years old on Cohen Street, and there was a police call to my house, and my dad never really got along with the police at all. And there were even times when they like assaulted him, and this is one of those times that sticks out to me, being outside of my house, watching the police kind of manhandle my daddy, being a little kid. My brothers were there, and I remember like, dang, why can't anybody do anything? Because I was too young to really understand like the
Right.
power dynamics. But I knew at a very young age I did not want to feel that helpless feeling, and I knew at a very young age I did not want to be in a position where people could push me around or like trample my
Exactly.
rights. So I
Exactly.
was like literally 7 or 8 years old, like this ain't right, and somebody should do something about it, right? But like at that young age, I didn't know what that something would be that could be done, right? And I also don't come from a family where people are like involved in politics or involved in the
Right.
government. I know y'all know my family. Like my family was always on the other side of the courtroom, right? Like we come from a family that we got in a little trouble. I got
Right.
probably a little family in trouble as we speak, but it's like, so it was kind of hard to see what that path might look like, because
Right.
where
I
I
know.
grew up, the system always seemed like it was kind of coming to get us, so
I know what
I,
you mean. I know
you
what you.
know,
So,
And so, yeah, I just wanted to try to figure out a way to change the system.
so after do you feel like that was traumatizing and also beneficial to you as in a way?
Yeah, I feel like it was traumatizing. And I mean, a lot of us suffer from trauma of being
Right.
involved with law enforcement and policing and things like that. And it doesn't have to be like that, right? And that's also a reason why I work with the community, including with police. I've worked for the city. Right now, I work for federal government. So, we do work with police when we need to, but like, growing up, like I still get scared sometimes if police get behind me, and I have to remind myself, like, girl, you.
Man, it sound all muffled up like robots. Y'all hear that? Try to get them back, man. I don't know what was going on, man. No, the game ain't been doing this, but so we're gonna try to get them back, man. I apologize for that, man. I ain't want to hear it like that. Can you
Can you
hear
hear
me,
me?
Mary Catherine?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Hear me? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me get my co-host back on. I didn't know what was wrong with it.
Oh,
It
you
sounded
said the
very
audio was
bad.
messed up.
I can hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Shalonda?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it was sounding like robots fighting or something.
Oh no, that we was getting
Yeah,
on.
but
That was a good
I can't see
combo.
you. Something wrong with your mic, Shalonda. Okay, Mary Catherine. I know it was. It does sounded like it was robots though.
Yeah.
I can't see your picture. You got to hit your camera on your phone. I think you got your camera on
No,
mute,
it's
blocked
on.
off,
Everything's on.
I
I
can
haven't changed
see
because
you.
I can't
anything.
see you.
Can you see
I
me,
can see it.
Shalonda?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see you.
I haven't changed
No,
anything this whole
no,
time.
I'm talking about Shalonda.
Oh my bad. I can see her
Hold
too.
on, mine on. Can you see
No,
me?
I ain't talking about you, Mary Catherine. I'm talking about Shalonda.
Can you see me, Mary Catherine?
Yes, I see, and I can see
Your
Shalonda
camera
and
on too?
Shalonda.
I can't see you.
He probably trying to watch that game and everything at the same time.
He
Okay,
is.
talk, Shalonda. Can you talk? Can you hear me, Shalonda?
Yep. He went
Who
out,
is? No,
didn't
I ain't watching y'all.
he? Hey, Dot,
I can't. I
can you
can't
hear
see
us?
you though.
Can you hear us?
You look like you like a blank spot on my phone. I can see. I see you on my other phone though, but I don't see you on the main phone. Yeah, I can hear you.
So, can you hear Mary Catherine?
I don't
Hello,
know what's
hello.
wrong with her today. Mary Catherine, you can hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Now you said that something that happened to you on Cohen Street with the police was by your house.
Yeah. Shalonda had asked
You
me
can go
what.
ahead. You go ahead and finish what you were saying
Sure. You want me to say it again? I don't know what was
if
cut off.
if you can hear me.
I can hear you. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. He just asked me again, like kind of about the story. So I don't
Yeah,
know
just
how
say
much.
it again. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I don't know where we got cut off, but I was just talking about how when I grew up,
Yeah,
my dad
you had said that your daddy didn't really get along with the police.
yeah, and there were a couple of times where they even like put their hands on him in front of us, and that was the time one time outside of our house where like I was telling Shalonda, like it was traumatizing as a little kid, of course, because there were all these cops kind of pinning my daddy down, but that feeling of helplessness is what I always kept also of like um being
Right.
powerless for people to push you around, not being able to stand up for yourself. So even as a little girl, like I knew I didn't want to feel that way, but I didn't really know, I didn't have family in government, family in politics. We don't come from any political power. We don't come from any money. And so it was really a path that I, I decided to try to take just on my own to make my community a better place and also to be able to speak up for people. And so like, even though it was traumatizing, like I was telling Shalonda, like even now, if police get behind me,
Right.
like it can still trigger that kind of scared response, even though I'm legit licensed, insured. But it's just sometimes that stuff gets like ingrained in you almost. So that's why I think it's important that community, have police have stronger police community relations. Like there's things that can be done, to try to bridge that. But no, that was one of my like founding situations that made me realize that I'm not going to be able to be a person that just takes, that just gets pushed around.
So when you were in school, was that your focus when you were going to school? When I grow up, I want to do this. When I grow up, so I'm going to
Right.
do this.
So
Yep.
so with that as a child ingrained in you, so that led you on to be in politics then as a child?
Yeah, I always said I'm gonna either be a teacher or I'm gonna be the president, because all the people in my family are teachers. My mama, some of y'all might have had my mama as a teacher, right? Like, so my whole family is teachers. So that was more something that I could see myself doing because I saw other people had done it,
Mhm.
And
Right.
no, but I wrote a letter to, I think, George Bush when I was like 9 or 10 years old,
Right.
talking about some stuff going on as a little kid. So like, I always knew that like our representatives should answer to us, but obviously whatever that issue was probably should have went to like probably my city council member and not the president. But I just wanted to influence change, and I feel like the people that are in those positions of power should hear from the people, especially the people who have been locked out of the power, right? Like, nobody's going to come from City Hall to hear my opinion, right? But if I go to City Hall, y'all have to hear my opinion because I know there's a public comment, right? But not everybody knows that. Or when locally things get passed funding things, right? Like you hear a lot about
Right.
the funding for the pool and maybe areas that funding could have been used differently. Or for, for more things. And I actually worked for the city of Champaign when we got those millions of dollars from it was called the American Rescue Plan Act. After COVID-19, the federal government sent a bunch of money to cities. And, I worked for the city of Champaign, and they implemented a gun violence reduction blueprint. They put $6 million into programming, into things, to provide resources for young people, to like lots of money.
So,
And we did, so it's like, you can look and see how the decisions that your leaders make affect you if you pay attention.
so as the director of constituent services, are you all affiliated with the prison system as well?
Right.
So I'm a liaison
So
for any
with
federal
the
agency. So like,
how do you?
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can.
I was gonna say we work with the federal prison system with
Yeah,
the
I can hear you.
Congresswoman because
I don't know where Shalonda at.
y'all
you
are
see
talking over each
Shalonda?
other. I can hear both of y'all. No, but she asked about it. Can you guys
Yeah,
hear me?
I can't hear nothing she's saying. I can't hear her at all.
Can I answer the question about the prison? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you. Just answer it. I can hear what she's saying.
Okay, I think she can too. She's not.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, no, I was just going to say, so we work with all U.S. federal agencies. So there is the Bureau of Prisons that oversees the federal prisons. And so we actually, if you guys followed me not too long ago, I posted about a man who came to visit me. His name is, and I can say his name because he came and made his story public. His name is David, but he had gotten, he was supposed to be in prison until 2041. But Joe Biden gave him clemency, President Biden. And the long story short is that the Bureau of Prisons didn't get the word from the Department of Justice that his prison sentence was supposed to be let out in 2025. So he reached out to our office, and we were able to connect with the Bureau of Prisons and actually correct his out date. So he got out like 16 years earlier because he reached out to our office. So we do work, just depending on what the issue is. Any U.S. department is, we can reach out to them and get answers for people.
So when you address community concerns and organ advocacy groups, things like that,
That's
right?
what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Was that dude that got let out? He was from Danville?
No, he was actually from the Chicago area, but he drove all the way down to Danville to shake
That's
my
what's
hand.
up. So what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right, I would have too. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
So man, so with that, like, so y'all help a lot of prisoners out, or a lot of prison grievances and stuff like that.
Yeah, if it's a federal prison, they can reach out to our office. We can, they have liaisons.
Shalonda, you got something
we can connect with, and basically, it's also letting people know, like, you're not forgotten, right? Like, if you reach out to our office, you'll get a congressional inquiry that says there's a congressional office interested in this issue. We can't necessarily tilt the tides, if you got, just depending on what the situation is, but. We can always just say flag it as, that you won't just be forgotten and lost, whether that's the prison system or like right now, what we see going on with ICE and immigration enforcement, like in the Chicago area and Minneapolis. Like, I help families who've been detained. I help people who are detained across the country. And so, yeah, it's just being a voice for the people and,
So
Again, just
how do you assure that the constituents that are needing these services know where to get these services and where they're available?
yeah. So, well, I mean, we push stuff out on social media a lot. Like for myself, that's what I try to do, is like just put things out and also just be out in the community. I think I was saying too the last time, like people don't always come to you, especially if it's something that they don't trust, right? Like we don't even necessarily trust the government. I'm not going to go call my congressperson or my alderman or anybody if I feel
Right.
like it's not going to make a difference. But if I see those people in the spaces where I'm at, then maybe the first time I might not trust them, but by the fifth, sixth time down the road, you know, I went to work for the city of Champaign for 5 years. I didn't live there, but I was showing up where the people were. And now people in Champaign have worked with me, and they trust you when you show up and build. But too often what happens is people show up during election time, or people show up, you know, only once they
Yeah.
got the seat. And then once the seat is gone, they're gone. Or if they lose, they're gone. But when this is your home and this is what you do, like there's nowhere else to go for me. There's nowhere else I want to go.
So
And so whether I win an election or lose, like I'm going to stay here in my community working and doing the same thing that I've been doing, you know, my entire life.
so what is the culture like in your line, in your service area? What is the culture like in that government?
Right.
What do you mean a little bit like
So
culture?
so
Like,
so this is a path for you for the rest of your life.
He can't hear me.
yeah. So I'm gonna, so I don't. So Mike, I think I'm gonna. So I'll come back, Shalonda, but I'm gonna answer real quick what he said
Right.
about. I think it's the path for the rest of my life, because I don't know what else I would do. And sometimes I even say, like, why did I choose this path? Like, it ain't easy. And you know, if y'all see what's going on in the government right
Yeah.
now, you know, everybody's fighting, and there's like so
Yeah.
much hate and things that even I believe things that should just be able to be handled with policy. I don't agree with using hate and things like that. But this is what I do. And so
Because you
I
like the
almost
bridge between the government and the community.
beautiful. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's absolutely it. Yep. And if you might be like, oh, I don't trust, you know, whatever that system is, but you know, Mary Catherine, right? You trust me, right? I've been here my whole life. A lot of people have reached out to the congresswoman's office because they know they can walk into an office in Danville and they're going to be greeted by Mary Catherine, right? But they're still going to have the support of a congressional office. And it might be, you might not want to call Washington, D.C. That might, you know, I don't know them people, right? But
Right.
you might feel more comfortable talking locally. But I also shout out the congresswoman, because when she opened that office in Danville, she hired somebody in the office that was from Danville, right? She could have sent somebody down from Chicago. She should have, you know, she could have done, you know, whatever, but she took the time to come and learn a little bit about the community and see, you know, somebody who already, like you just said, was already a bridge to the community, because there are resources, but I can't get them to you if you don't know that they're there. And if you
Right.
don't trust me, to take them when I give them to you, then it's for nothing. So I'm going to come to where you're at, and I'm going to tell you what we got.
So what are some of the services that you all provide in your offices?
Well, thank you for asking. So we do casework. So if you have an issue with any U.S. federal agency, a big one is the IRS. So your income taxes are late, or the IRS ain't responding to your calls, you can reach out to our office. We can be a liaison to where I say, hey, Mary Catherine's income taxes are late. They may say, send me a copy of her ID, social security card, whatever. I can facilitate that information much quicker and get you an answer and your taxes back quicker. For example, same situation with Social Security. Your Social Security case is pending. Those things backlog. Your Congress member reaches out, it becomes a congressional inquiry and can maybe move a little bit faster. So if there is if it has U.S. Department in front of it, there's a liaison on the inside of it, and I can communicate with them to get you answers. We also do grants. So like we get grants and send money back to the district, whether it's to the cities or sometimes to like nonprofits. We can make recognition. So like if you've got a 100th birthday coming up, you can get like a congressional recognition, or your city turned 150, things like that. Of course, the congresswoman is in DC on the policy side, right, passing the laws. But these are some of the things like in the district. You got an immigration case. These federal agencies aren't responding. You have a family member that's detained right now and you can't find them. You can reach out to our office, and I will work to. We've got connections now, unfortunate through ICE facilities all across this country, to try to find families and get answers that way too. So casework is primarily, that's constituent services. That's the casework. So I oversee the casework team. So we got a bunch of people helping with federal agencies. Like I said, we do ribbon cuttings, just really anywhere y'all think that we should be, we can be. City council meetings, community meetings, because my job is also to let the congresswoman know the pulse of what's going on in this part of the district, because she obviously can't be everywhere all the time.
So, Mary Catherine, as a minority, biracial person, do you find it hard to deal with, or what are some of your hardest challenges you've had to face since playing in this role?
Yeah, I think, I think being a minority, being a Black person, being a Black woman, especially, like, and I think sometimes people are more likely to question whether you belong there. And I think we see it right now, right? What Trump and them are saying about like DEI, right? Like if you see a Black person somewhere, then they probably are there because they're Black and not because they're qualified. So eventually when you hear that enough, you start taking that stuff in. It took me years, Shalonda, to believe, even when I was doing the work, in my mind, I'm still like, man, I don't belong in this room with all these mayors and senators.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting there, I always said I felt like a little kid at the big kids table. And so when you feel like that, you might have an important opinion, but you don't say it because you like, well, what can I say to a mayor? What can I say to a senator when I'm just Mary Catherine? I'm just a Roberson, right? They used to call my family the Goonie Goons, right? Like we don't come from a lot of power, right? And so it's like, I had to overcome that for myself, that you're damn right I belong in this space. I'm as smart and sometimes smarter than the people in these rooms. And a lot of the people in these rooms, they don't have my experiences with the people that we're supposed to be connecting with. You know, we tend to want to come and tell communities what they need. I'm the type of person that goes into the community to say, hey, what do you need? And then we go try to get it. But sorry, I just went.
So Mary Catherine, can you like share an example of a particular difficult issue that you resolved and how did you approach it?
Difficult issue, girl. It's so many difficult. Okay, I got a professional one that was recent and maybe timely. If you're talking professionally, I mean, I don't know. There's been so many.
Professionally.
So we've got. I was just talking about people who are detained across the country, and so like I just, for example, there's multiple ones, but there's a family that had their family member detained, and they sent them from Chicago all the way to El Paso. They couldn't get El Paso, Texas. They could not get a hold of their loved one in this facility. And the long story short, because ICE is the Customs and Enforcement Agency, they're not trying to help us get information. So they're not going to be really any help. So we actually reached out. There's a congresswoman's office in El Paso. I connected with another congressional office in El Paso, and somebody from that office physically went into the ICE facility in El Paso to put eyes on my person and to get signatures and to do what needed to be done.
Oh, wow.
And we've done that in El Paso, and we've got a connection up in Michigan at the ICE facility there. So when there's a problem, like I'm not a type of person to be like, oh, well, that's out of my jurisdiction. I'm the type to say, like, how can we make that happen? Whether it's something across the country or down at City Hall, statewide. I don't walk away from a problem very easily.
That's what's up. So ask Mike, is there anything that he wants to say? Because I don't know if he can hear me or not.
Mike, can you hear us? And do you have anything that you would like to ask me and Shalonda been going? Mike's watching the game.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can hear. Can you hear me, Shalonda?
Yep, I can hear you.
No, I'm not. I'm watching.
I'm just messing with you, Mike. I'm messing with you.
Okay, hey, Mary Catherine.
No, I'm watching y'all. No, you see me doing this. I'm watching the other one.
But okay, Mary Catherine,
I'm just
what are the goals for the constituents?
No, it was like Okay, can you see the comments, Mary? Can you see the comments?
I appreciate that, Alec. That's what's up.
Can y'all see the comments?
Yes.
See the one that just got posted. I got a little. I really do appreciate that. Thank you.
So, Mary Catherine.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, Alex.
What are the goals for your constituent services offices, and how do you see the office evolving in the future?
So our goal is, like we just talked about, getting as much information out to people that we're here and that these services are possible. Because I bet y'all know somebody every year whose income taxes are late, and I bet they never thought to call the congressperson to find out why or to move it. Or you know somebody with a Social Security issue, right? Or something, right? So that's one of the goals. And then we're big on just turning them over. I like to be responsive, so I don't like for things to linger for too long. So if something comes in, I want the case opened, I want it investigated, I want it shut, right? Like we don't want people to be waiting a long time for responses, because sometimes these things for example, we also help with passports. You might have a trip on Monday. You might call me on Thursday. I need to try to find you a way to get an appointment to get your passport. I don't have time to let that case linger. So I have to be very, very responsive. As far as evolving, we are in the middle right now. My boss is actually running for U.S. Senate, and there's a lot of people that are running for her congressional seat, and I'm running for a House seat. So I think that this next year, we're going to see a lot of evolving and changing. But whatever happens with the second congressional district, like whoever wins that seat, if I stay in whatever happens, like all of the casework and the people that were helped will continue to be helped, and we'll make sure that there's like a transition so that everybody, doesn't see any gap in their services.
How do you build these relationships with these people?
Yeah, it's real recognizes real. I promise. Like, I think that when you are an authentic person and you don't go to people with an agenda, when you just go to people because you care and you want to hear, and you want to hear what they're saying, and then you want to share that to somebody to help them, like
right.
that. And that's not, I'm not asking for a vote. I'm not asking for nothing except I saw you were in need and we did something to make it happen. And I think that, like I said, when I went to the city of
Now
Champaign,
I can't hear her. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me? Hello?
He went out.
Can you hear me still?
Ooh-wee.
Shalonda, can you hear me?
Maybe we're waiting on Doc to come back.
Okay.
Waiting on Doc. Can you hear me? I know he fighting the air right now.
I can't hear you now.
You can hear us, Doc? It always act up when we got somebody right on here.
Keep going on and off. Y'all can hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay.
I lost Shalonda.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I see you, Shalonda. I see y'all three. I see y'all two. I see both of y'all now.
Can she hear me?
I can't hear her though, unfortunately.
Oh, damn. You can hear me though?
I can.
So, Doc.
Yeah, man. Shalonda stuff tripping today. She done it been messed up.
It ain't me.
But
it ain't
you
me,
can hear
Doc.
me?
I
Doc.
can.
Doc.
Okay. Yeah.
So, look, ask her, how does she measure her success?
I can't hear her at all.
Ask her, how does she measure success in her role?
Can she put it in the chat maybe?
Okay. You can hear me, Mary Catherine?
I can.
Okay. Shalonda says, how do you measure your role and what you do?
How do you measure success?
I mean, I feel like
how do you measure success in the role that you do?
So like the success stories that I told you, like when a case is ended, like somebody can say, hey, I got a $15,000 tax return quicker. Hey, I got my back payment for Social Security. I was able to talk to somebody in custody, or even at best, like when we even got that man out of custody. Like, I measure success in the amount of people that we help, and then also the amount of people who come back. Because once you help people, then they're more likely to call you the next time they need something. I always say doing good work is like a double-edged sword, because when you do good work, you create more work for yourself. Because they're gonna. I got people.
Exactly.
Yeah, I have people who call me and like even before, whether I worked for the congresswoman or not. Like, there's people who inbox me about do I know where food banks are? Is there any way I can connect them to the LIHEAP program, or things that aren't my job, but they're just things that people feel like they can reach out to me and get an answer and a friendly face. And so I take really great pride in that that people consider me a resource.
Right.
And sometimes I can't go. I joke I can't go to the grocery store. People will stop me and start talking about stuff. But it's the path. Yes, ma'am.
Well, aren't you a boxer or a karate major or something like that?
No, ma'am. I used to squabble. I used to squabble a little bit now. I wouldn't go that far.
Where'd she get that from?
No, I could have swore I thought Mary Catherine used to box.
No, I do karaoke. No. I don't know if that's supposed to say karaoke and not karate. Yeah. My daddy was a bad man back in the day, but
My my apologies for the connection issues, y'all. I know it sounds like it's lagging, so we'll probably have to bring Mary Catherine on again, probably like in the next
Yes,
week.
Yeah,
yes,
bring
because
me
that was
back. Bring me back. I'm
interesting.
enjoying the
That was
conversation.
really interesting.
Yeah, but I appreciate you coming on. But one more thing before we go. Sorry about the
It's okay.
thing. I don't know, but where do you see yourself at in the next 2 years, Mary Catherine?
I see myself as your Illinois State Representative for House District 104, making changes and bringing them from Springfield to Danville to Rantoul to Champaign-Urbana while still being present. I've never
Right,
left, so I mean, I'm gonna still do what I'm doing, except Lord willing, at a higher level and able to implement some policies that change things not just for us but for future generations.
So
right.
what's a good key takeaway you like everybody to
That I'm
get from
not
this?
special. That what I have done, anybody with a heart and a passion can do. So many times people say, "Oh, Mary Catherine, oh, I could never. You should try to look into this, or you should." And I say, "No, you should look into that, right? Because I'm not the only
Right.
person, and I'm not trying to say I am the only person, but you know what I mean. When people come to me, and act like it's something that no, can I start over, Shalonda?
Girl, go
I
ahead.
just no, I know I'm live, but the takeaway would just be that anybody, if you see a problem and you want to try to fix it, there's a solution to be had. And even if
Exactly.
it starts with just you, I used to go to city council meetings. My kids are 17 and 18 now, my older two. I'd have a baby on each hip. I had them at town halls for gun violence conversations, like, and now my kids work in gun violence, in gun violence prevention work. So if you sow the seed and you want to do it, don't let the fact that you're from Danville stop you. Don't let the fact that your family might not have come from money and power stop you. You got a
Exactly.
head on your shoulder and a passion. Get out there and get it. And I promise you, I'm a phone call or Facebook instant message away if I can connect you to something or someone to help. I mean that.
All right. So that is beautiful. That
Yeah,
is just wonderful.
I appreciate that. No, I appreciate y'all having me for real, for real. It's
Yes.
been nice.
Yeah.
So, Mary Catherine, again, will you be sharing any of the initiatives that you mentioned with the audience today? Where, how to get in contact with you? And I mean,
Yeah.
that,
So
I
on my
mean,
I will say that on my professional side, because I'm speaking, as the director of constituent services, but the congresswoman, of course, has her own communications team. But if you even just Google Congresswoman Robin Kelly, Danville office, you'll have my phone number is 217-516-4556. If you give us a call, if there's something you've heard today that you need help from a congressional office, like, just call me. I'll answer the phone, right?
I
So
like
there's
this.
no, just give me a call. I'll help you. I mean that.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Because I
And
will.
also, you can call if you want the congresswoman to vote a certain way or not to vote a certain way, or you want her to know something. Like, all those things are information that information that we gather, because there's everybody, and everybody is important. And I think so often we think that, like, we just don't have as much of a voice because nobody's ever told us that we do, and we don't think it matters. And I'm telling you, it matters. I'm telling
What
you, it
about our
matters.
homeless voters and our homeless vote people that are able to vote but are not able to get to the voting polls? And do you help with that?
So as a private citizen, I can't, but like the Danville Election Commission, I mean, I think they have initiatives, but we don't do like any mail. We don't do the like Champaign has ballots where you can just like drop it in drop boxes, and we don't do that here. So yeah, I think that would be something that, like, the Danville Election Commission or the Vermilion County Clerk might have some initiatives. But as far as like our team, for like my personal political campaign team, like, we'll be giving rides to polls. We'll be, going out to meet voters, so going and meeting the people where we're at. Like I said, that's what we do and what I've always done. So as we get closer to election day, like, if mobility is an issue, we can definitely help get you there. And obviously, if there's people without homes, like, I work with several people in the community who are trying to advocate for homeless people too. So maybe connecting them with some resources like Crosspoint or the Dwelling Place, and some,
I got something
because
else I can discuss with you about it. We'll talk about that later.
okay, yeah, but just giving people resources and tools, and and I know there's not enough resources right now. Like, I could tell you to go to a food pantry all day long, but that ain't gonna stop the fact that you don't have food at your house and it's not enough, right?
Right.
But I will always try to find a way, and also, once I'm elected as state rep, to provide more resources from the state so that we can hopefully see a decrease in some of these issues that we're facing.
Exactly.
Man, they said the Bears
The Bears
lost.
lost.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm sorry, dog.
No, no, it ain't your.
Okay, no, I just feel bad. I sure saw it pop up. Now I know my brother, Eric, if you're watching, I'm sorry, bro. I know my brothers are gonna be so mad.
Oh man, we gotta end the live. The
Okay.
Bears lost. No, I'm just playing. I'm just
I was
playing.
about to say, well, I send my condolences and love to the Bears, man. It's just, yeah, I was here downstairs watching it with my mom.
No, I don't know, man. Somebody just told me 17-17, and then somebody said the Bears
I feel
lost.
like I hear it still playing downstairs.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I don't know. Alex,
Run downstairs real quick and look at the TV.
Well, man,
no, it's
listen, I
okay.
really
Okay, this is more
enjoyed this
important than
right
the
here
Bears.
because I like this type of stuff.
Okay.
I've always wanted to ask those
No,
questions.
he's lying. It's tied. It's tied. So you got to watch
he
me.
voted.
17-17. Oh man, you got my tears out.
That's funny. My baby did. My baby just came back upstairs. She said it's 17-17, Mom. Okay, thank you, Mom.
I love the Bears.
Well, we can let everybody finish watching the game, and since it's still
we
I'd
most
love to come
definitely,
back and holler with you guys for sure.
yeah, we most definitely. I'll be in touch with him like within 2 weeks. We'll do this again. I appreciate you coming on. I got one thing I want to ask you though before we go. Right?
Okay.
What do we as a different color race? How do we get a NAACP going in Danville?
We have an NAACP. So
we do.
Yeah, Mr. Butler, Reverend McCullough. There, I mean, it is the same. It's the same group of people who run it, right? But what I will say, and I'm not knocking them at all. What I will say is that's just another example. Like they have monthly meetings. Like there's nothing stopping any member of Danville from joining it. Right. There's nothing stopping us from going to those meetings when elections happen. If people, and I do love Mr. Butler, so I'm not trying to whatever. But if somebody wanted to be the president, the NAACP has a voting process. Like there's things that if people want an NAACP, all they got to do is show up. That's it.
Okay. Where do they normally hold those meetings at? Because I never hear about them.
It's the third Thursday at they do them at the Roselawn Center. They call it the Three Kings of Peace Center now. The third Thursday, I believe, 6 p.m.
Third Thursday of the month at 6 p.m.
Yep. At the Roselawn Center.
Thanks for that information.
Of course. But I mean, like I said, it's so much we can accomplish, y'all. And now is the time. We got a bunch of young people working on stuff. We got some connections, some resources. Let's make it happen. This is our community, man.
Okay. Well, okay. I know I said we'll get out of here.
Because I do have something that I've been working on. I need to talk to you.
Okay. Please do.
I got one more question. So when you was out there and they was marching, that was for the ICE, right?
Yeah, this last weekend.
Yeah, So ICE is in the Danville area.
So ICE, the closest I've seen them recently is Bloomington, but I've heard of them being in Champaign-Urbana, and also Rantoul. So I think that even though it may seem like it's far away right now, it's probably closer than we think.
Right.
And so they've been in Central Illinois for sure.
Well, not to jump off subject, but do y'all see that the Minnesota community done drove ICE out they community themselves?
With the Black Panther movement.
Well, they haven't driven them out yet. They're still there, but they're definitely there's an uprising, and I think that's what we need is people. I'm a type of person. I'm an MLK studier. Like we need to take to the streets, and we need to show numbers, and that we won't allow this. And I think that we need to see more of it.
For Danville tomorrow.
Tomorrow there's the Martin Luther King event. So there's a parade that starts at 9:30 on Main and Gilbert, and it walks down to the Martin Luther King Monument on Jackson and Williams. And then there is the church service, I believe, that starts at 11:30 at St. James. And that's where they'll have the MLK service. And they're also giving away the Martin Luther King scholarship to a graduating senior. So I'll be doing that tomorrow.
Oh, that's what's up. Thanks for the information, Mary.
Of course.
Really appreciate that, man. We will be back into you. I really think we probably need to get like a weekly thing going, me, you, and Shalonda, just to update people on the stuff. Because like a lot of stuff we don't be knowing about unless we see it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like word of, you know, it's like we just know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that I know that comes from a lot because it's not like we don't care. We just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And it's endless. So much stuff is coming at us all the time. And also, we're trying to feed our family. Groceries are high. Like there's but that's
medications
also
is high.
Yeah. Don't get me started on healthcare. That's another conversation. But like, but that's a tool of those in power too, right? They keep us so scattered and running and desperate and not able to focus, so we can't see what they're doing behind the curtain, right? I don't have time to show up to a council meeting. I got to go to work and feed my kids, or I'm trying to pay my medication, right?
Oh, I just accept this. I don't know who to talk to.
Yep, exactly. And I understand, and I don't ever blame anybody because I know it's hard. Yes. But I also know it can be done. So if you say I can't because I got all this going on, I respect you and come back to the table when you feel like you can. But as somebody who's done it with babies on hips, as somebody who's done it when I had to catch a bus to do it, done it through some really hard times, I really do believe it can be done. But hey, they want to keep their foot on our neck, so we won't stand up and see what they're doing. So I would just encourage you, whatever little bit you can do. You don't got to change the world tomorrow. But if there's something you can do, we're doing a town hall expo with some kids who are combating gun violence in Danville on Thursday, January 29th, 6 p.m. at Laura Lee. Well, these kids are putting together a whole thing because they don't feel like the city and their leaders are doing enough.
And nobody knows that kids are doing these type of things. They just think that the kids are the problem in the community, not knowing there are kids willing to and against all this.
Yep. And maybe we could bring one of the kids here at some point to talk about that. Like there's things that happen. And I think the more you see the action, people will want to be a part of it. But you just said, we just got to get the word out. Everybody got to know, and everybody's got to feel invited.
You can get kids to put the word on it. There are other kids watching that maybe, okay, if this one kid can say this and feel this way, then why can't I?
Yep. And they went and said it at the council, and they said it to the mayor, and they're doing research and seeing what works in other cities. And they text sometimes. I had a kid texted me this morning about something he saw going on in Urbana. And he was like, man, Ms. Roberson, why can't our city do this? I said, great question. Let's include that at the town hall so we can ask the people who are there, why can't we do this? Right? Like, now ain't the time to be afraid. And I understand why some people are. But in that case, like, we'll stand side by side, or if I need to stand in front of you till you feel bold enough to step out,
most of us are just afraid to hear the word no.
Right.
Don't know if that's going to be the answer if you don't know who to talk to.
Yep. Well, but what I said earlier, if the answer is no, okay, it's no for now, or it's no from you, but that don't mean it's not no from me. You can't stop me.
But it's a no after you fought for that no.
Yeah. Oh, I've been told no. Believe me, and fought for stuff and had the door closed.
But it's better getting a no after you fought for the no, not just accept it. Okay, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, because like they might say no now, but like I always say, nobody's coming. I feel like we have to do a part of saving ourselves, right? Like we can't just wait for somebody to come and save us. Like we have to. So if I go, and I've worked with these kids now, their friend got killed, Anaya Davis, Justice for Anaya Davis. Yeah, she got killed in June, and these young people started working around that time, and they've been to council and said, hey, can we do A, B, C, D? And they're like, nope, we don't need to do that. Nope, we're doing enough. Nope, we're doing enough. Those kids aren't accepting that. Those kids are like, okay, bet. Let's go see what other people are doing. There's a group, Project Success. If you don't follow them, Project Success of Vermilion County. They're leading a lot of the initiatives and helping get like the funding and the structure for these kids to be able to actually implement some of the things that they want to do. But it ain't coming from the city, and the kids didn't take no for an answer. They just kept building, and I'm going to help them, and the other adults that are working are going to help them, and we'll build it ourselves.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's got to be done brick by brick.
Brick by brick. I'm here for it.
Okay, Mary Catherine, I'll be in touch with you soon.
Awesome.
So we can always keep the information floating through, at least through this way as well too. Is there like where people can find you at as far as like your social sites they want to get in touch with?
If you find me, my professional one is the Mary Catherine Roberson for Illinois State Representative. You can also, I have some public stuff on my Mary Catherine Roberson page too. So you can follow more like not political stuff there also.
Okay. Okay, so we'll do this again. Sorry about the what was going on, man. I paid my Wi-Fi bill.
It happens. No, I do appreciate the time in the audience, y'all, and I look forward to doing it again.
Me too.
Problem.
And reach out to me, Shalonda. I'll see what we can do, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, y'all. Have a good night.
You have a good night, Mary Catherine. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye. Okay,
all right,
First Lady. I don't know what was going on. That was but
is you quiet again?
No, I can hear you.
Yep, you quiet again.
You can't hear me?
No.
See, it's your phone. See, it's got to
That
be
ain't my
yours.
fault.
But you heard me say that?
That ain't my fault.
You
Hey,
can hear me?
I'm a message. I got to message you. Oh, girl said we need to hit her up.
No, hold on. Because I can hear you, but I don't know why I can't hear you talking.
I'm going to
go. Okay. Hey, how y'all doing, man? 17-17. Let's go Bears. Let's get something, please. I appreciate y'all watching, man. I appreciate the games today, man. Let's go Patriots. Man, that was a very good interview from what I heard. You know what I'm saying? But Mary Catherine Roberson really does know what's going on. So we're gonna try to stay in touch with her so we can keep like a little weekly, every 2 weeks, at least like twice a month. She can come and like just inform us of what's going on, stuff that we might not know about. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate y'all joining in. Also, be able to catch me here tomorrow night. Have your boy Chaz Rao, everybody's favorite, will be here at 8 p.m. Also have Bernard's coming through Wednesday at 8 p.m. as well. So, man, make sure y'all tune in, man. We got a lot of stuff going. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. I don't know where Shalonda went, man, but shout out to Shalonda for holding it down. But I'll see y'all later, man. Let's go Bears.
Yeah, steady fucking the real money, like damn, what the fuck is you doing? I ain't even gotta show him a dime, I pop out fresh, I'm still influencing. Come on, the feds in the city is getting raw.